booth one more time. You know what time it is. It's Busch Series action here from Texas Motor Speedway. As I just hopped out of the truck, decided to walk my happy rear end up here up to the booth after a disappointing showing at Texas.
Y'all can join for qual.
And we're going to hop in here for qualifying real quick. All right. So in here with me is the co-host of the Revved Up podcast on Saturday nights, Hazard County. How you doing, Hazard?
I'm doing great, Jade. After the truck race, tonight's going to be a phenomenal night of action.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's going to be a great race tonight. I think caution free in the truck race. So we got rid of the Daytona woes. We're here to start running here at Texas, and in here with us is the captain, Steve Rogers of Rogers Racing Engines. Steve, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
You're the Fatal Cars didn't do so hot in the truck race, so hopefully here in the Busch Series they can bounce back.
Yeah, I think we'll get it together.
Oh yeah, it's all growing pains. But it's time for the second grid walk of the Busch Series, starting with the 38 of Keith Allen Ayers, Mr. NASCAR 90, co-owner of the recently formed Ayers More Racing. Hazard, if you can mute your mic. All the background noise, please, and thank you. It's okay. Next up will be the 8 of Conkey, running for Fatal Motorsports, the entry series champion last year for 2022. Great job by him to get an Xfinity ride, or a Busch ride, excuse me. Followed by that is the owner of Critical Role Racing. Originally, this season broke off from Fatal Motorsports and went to Ford's, the 22 of a Nat 20. There's the 7 of Gar, running for Nitro Racing. He got the call to Fatal in the Cup Series, but he's running on the affiliates down in the lower series to get some practice for the show tomorrow night. Oh, we see Conkey around. Conkey's around in turn 1 and 2 inside wall. No one else is collected. Followed by that is Kevin Stanley Jr. running also for Nitro Racing. Owner of Stanley Motorsports, sporting 2 cars in the Cup Series. The second alliance team of Fatal Motorsports. The 1 of Nitro, aka Christian Soberg, the owner of Nitro Racing. There's the 19 of Warpig coming back for his second season here in the WRL, running under D4C and Charlie Irwin. There is the 10 of Grant Racer, hot seating, or check that, reserving the 10 machine for Fatal Motorsports tonight. Thank you, Grant. Appreciate you as always, buddy.
Yep, no problem.
There is the other half of Critical Role Racing, the 98 machine of C's. There's the 66 of Cushion Pushin' for Night Racing. There's the Daytona 500 winner, Turf Tech, the 61, another Night Racing machine. There is anybody back for season number 2. We got Grant through the grass. He's going to keep it down low off everybody. Great job by Grant. Trying to get used to that Fatal Chevrolet. He's not used to Chevys anymore. He's been all born with Toyotas.
That went in a little loose for this setup.
Oh, we got another driver down low. That's a 16 of KJ, making his Busch Series debut. He missed Daytona last week. There, anybody came back for his second season. The 61, Turf Tech's down on through the grass. Turf Tech, or check that, anybody in his second season for D4C and the 20 car. Speaking of KJ, there he is. He had a dominant car earlier tonight. Running for Fatal Motorsports. There's the 54 of Weir Savage Brown Jr. Wreckfest winner this past weekend on Saturday night.
9-time World of Outlaws winner.
Yeah, he's won all the World of Outlaw races so far this season, running for T4C in the 54 machine. There is Maggio Magic in the 6 car. Came down pit road to put some adjustments. He just won the truck race a little bit ago. So good to see him
And
running
owner
again.
of Magic Motorsports.
Yes, the owner of Magic Motorsports. And that will round out the field, coming back to Keith Allen Ayers in the 38 machine. He's kind of checked out from the field. That's going to end quali. All right, Hazard, the ones to watch. You start him off, buddy.
Ooh, that's kind of a tough one because we've seen a lot of big upsets this season already. Just in the first week, a couple of upsets. But I'm gonna actually go with Conk in the 8. Even though he's gonna have a bad qualifying run, I have a feeling that his setup will be suited for Texas.
Okay. There is Conky.
Front over to you.
I mean, honestly, there's a lot to look at here as far as great talent in this field. Keith, we've seen him be fast, especially tonight. Pulling a great fatal number 44 truck into the top 3. I'm going to be watching him. Turf, we've seen him save before. Me, myself, I've done it, especially last season, final race with Chevy. Saved to end up getting my first win in the league. So, there's going to be a couple ways to run this race, and we'll just have to see which one pulls out.
So, Conky did not have a bad qualifying run because he's on pole with a 29.7.
Oh, wow.
With Gar on outside pole.
My mistake.
So, that's pretty good. The 8 and 7 will lead us to green here. So ones to watch for me. Gar. It's hard to bet against Gar. It's hard to bet against Maggio. Those two, they're quick. They're always quick. Always trying to get an edge on somebody. So it's hard to bet against them. Steve, your thoughts?
Be watching Gar. Probably Keith Ayers.
Okay.
Yeah, Maggio's fast.
Yeah, he's going to be starting third with the 29.83.
Conky's going to be fast. There's just a lot of fast guys in this field.
It's hard to choose.
Yeah, it is. But, see how it plays out. I expect a real good race out of these guys here. Hopefully caution-free.
Yeah, the truck race, it ran caution-free. Everyone kind of minded their P's and Q's, which was really nice. Hopefully the Busch guys can do it as well. They got 26 more laps than us. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the strategy differs. So I'm going to be really interested, And now looking forward at the WRL schedule, let me pull that up real quick before I say the wrong thing. Looking ahead, we have next week we will be in Phoenix, followed by Las Vegas. After the Las Vegas week, that is when we decide on who's moving up from entry or not. And a lot of drivers have made a claim that they belong in the upper series. So maybe there's only going to be 1 or 2 entry drivers left, and at that point, you might just slide them in the truck and call it a day.
All right.
So, because there's just no point in running a race with 2 people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing where we're at right now, and I think it'd be cool to have a night off. I like nights off. So, it'll allow the teams to practice a little bit more and the admins to set some time aside for their teams and to really, really try to make something. All right, are we ready to? Are we launching soon, or what are we doing?
Can't answer that.
Grant,
Yeah.
are we launching soon, or are we? What are we doing?
I don't know. It sounds like somebody's trying to get an invite back into the lobby because they lagged out or something.
Okay. Oh, and I'm back to playing with knives again. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. For those who don't know, I cut myself yesterday while we were doing the entry race.
Freaking Jade, I swear. I don't know what to do with you.
Love me, feed me, never leave me. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see how this all pans out and how it works up for these drivers. Who's the one who doesn't have the invite, Grant?
Trying to see for that now.
Great talk, Grant.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Are we going green
That's
here shortly?
weird. No, not
Should
yet.
be.
Cease is here. Maxo's here. Keith Maggio.
We should be getting ready to go green here.
All
Yeah.
right.
Booth needs invites again. Give us a fresh set, please, and thank you.
Here we go.
Let me know when we can join.
Booth has invites.
Was that we can join?
And y'all can join.
Okay. We are on the blue screen, so give us a hot tamale. I honestly, I could really go for some Mexican. I had Chinese for dinner tonight.
Oh, that sounds good.
So are we going green?
We are going green. Go ahead and jump in, Hazard. So we went from nighttime to daytime.
We're doing it backwards here on the WRL.
Yeah.
Yep. Reaching. It is time to go green for the first time here in Texas this season.
For the only time this season.
Pace car pulls in. Oh yeah. Pace car pulls in. They're approaching the Geico restart zone. And boogity boogity boogity. Let's go racing, boys, here at Texas.
You see the 8 jumping out to a lead with the 6 jumping in behind him, running the TikTok car. 8's going to clear the 7 on the outside. 38's trying to push the 7 to get him going, but the 7's going to lose another spot. That's going to be a Toyota ducking in down there. We see a lot of shuffling towards the back. Our 7 Gar fell in third. The 19 is in fourth, followed by the 22, the 61, 16, and the... Couldn't see the number of it. Or side by side. Now that everyone's trying to single file it out.
2 out of 22 and 18 on fuel.
18 on fuel. So they are going to have to pit one time here. They are not going to be able to save in stage number 1 unless they start right now. You see Maggio Magic working on the outside, trying to find his way back down into the lot here. Magic Motorsports, just they opened their doors probably about 2 days before Daytona, so they are now trying to make a name for themselves. I know a lot of their team looking to sign some entry drivers when they get moved up. It's gonna be really interesting to see how that goes. You saw it in the fourth, right in front of a Nat. You know, a Nat running these Fords. It might be a good thing for him to find his own way. Not a whole lot of Fords. We see the 61 up into the outside wall coming off for turn number 4. So they're down in the stripes. You're going to lose a lot of spots there. 16 drivers. Trying to
15.
make 15. Check that. I can't math today.
You're good.
Corporate teammates. There go. Oh, the 8 got up into the wall. There goes the 7. The 7 and the 6. Where did we see this before? Just a little bit ago. Gar and Maggio.
Daytona?
Well, no, Gar and Maggio redoing the Tango from about 40 minutes ago.
Yep.
He's 2-1-2. You see a Nat. He was in third. He got shuffled out. Now he's trying to find. Oh, coming Conky. Conky in the wall, goes around Conky.
And there is a caution.
Big wreck out the back. Conky got up into the wall. Heavy damage to the front end of that. Grant's in it.
Yeah,
First caution of the day.
19's got a little on him.
I did ask if the first caution came out.
Yes, first caution did come out. The 1's got a little bit of damage. The 9's got damage on him. We have lost cushion pushing already. Unless he's just on pit road.
No, he was having... Well, no. For me, he was still on track.
Oh, he's on pit road right now.
Because it showed that he had pitted.
I think we lost cushion.
And first car out of the race, cushion pushing.
We're right
I
along
believe
with the
we did
19
just
here.
lose him.
He's about 5 rows deep. Behind his teammate in the 20. Let's see what happens
Restarted
here.
with 14 to go.
14 to go, so you'll make it on fuel here. It's a sprint to the end. Oh, Maggio's way up high. They're going to be 3 wide coming off. Everybody's got to check up. They're all checking Highline, all checked up. Maggio slid into the wall. Got another car up into the wall. I think that's C's back there. The 6 or the 9, he is falling back. Heavy. Horrible start for Maggio. Oh, 22's around.
Oh,
That's the 10 as well.
10's around. Caution out.
Yep, caution just came out.
Caution is out. That's gonna hurt.
Alright, let's go in. We'll throw another set of tires on it.
Might as well. You're at the back anyway. All right. Well,
Yep.
definitely a different race than what we saw a little bit ago in the truck series. A lot of guys trying to figure themselves out here in this race, you know. But hey, they'll get it figured out. It'll take time.
Yeah, I was actually doing good, kind of avoiding a couple cars there, you know, getting up in the wall, getting real slow, and then a Nat came around spinning towards the left, and there was just nowhere I could go with it.
Yeah, you hear that's our English reporter, Weston Grant, running the 10 car for Fatal Motorsports tonight. All right, new car to follow. We'll follow Turf. Running on board with Turf Tech here. 9th, 7th position.
10 to go.
10 laps. 10 more good ones in contact with the 1. The 1 is outside. Oh,
Kevin.
the Toyotas. They got Maggio in a sandwich right now.
Oh, there went somebody. 16.
Oh, we lost KJ. KJ spun it on. Got heavy damage.
Out.
No, 16. He just got some damage in the front end there. Following with Nitro here. There, that's the camera I wanted. Following with Nitro here. Battling for the 3rd spot. Top 2 broke away. Keith and Gar setting sail up front right now. And 2 Toyotas. Followed then Nitro and a Chevrolet. Maggio and a Chevrolet. 2 more Toyotas. And Toyota's pretty quick tonight so far. 8 laps to go. Oh, there goes Nitro. He's just gonna go kiss the wall, lose a lot of spots. Dropping towards the back of the pack here. Conky is up into the wall.
61's got a little bit of jump in it.
61's lagging a little bit, as we just heard. A little bit of lag issues on the 61 machine. Now that 54 is starting to run down these leaders. There's 98 of C's. There's the 9 of Kevin Stanley Jr. Let's check that 7 laps to go.
Oh, Nitro's jumping too.
There's our pole sitter. Back last car running right now. Meanwhile, up front, 54 has caught the top 2. Now, they're running a little bit higher than what the trucks ran. The trucks, we wanted to be hooking that left front tire right on that white line, or as close as you could get without hitting it. There's Maggio. Got himself up to 4th place.
Unorthodox.
Yeah, it's a little high, and it's it's whatever you got to do to keep these cars turning, because turning was a big issue in the truck race, at least for me. Oh, hang on to it, Turf.
5 to go.
5 laps to go here in stage number 1. And it's all about this man, the old guy. The old man, Keith Ayers, Mr. Saturday.
And who?
Oh, Nitro!
Oh, moving around here, Grant trying to wheel that car. He's Nitro. There's a pack of 4. Then there's the pack. Then there's Warpig. Everybody's moving around. Hang on to it. 9 car. Good job, Kevin. Good save, Kevin. Good save. Everybody's moving all around up there. That pack is dangerous. Oh, Turf's up into the wall. Conky's in the back of him. Warpig's going to go below the 8. They're 2 wide.
And our leader is whom?
Keith.
And Keith's coming to 3 to go, right?
Just took 3.
Just took 3. '98's going to get bumped out of the way here.
Hang on.
98 had a little bit of help from me. I will.
Oh, there goes Grant. Oh, they're wrecking. Wrecking. That's going to be the end of the stage. Oh, big wreck.
98's around.
61's in it.
Got her knife, Jade.
Well.
So Keith wins the stage.
Come on, boys. There's his stage 1 winner.
Cautions.
Yeah, Keith is our stage winner, followed by Gar, Weir, Maggio, Nitro, top 5, Conky, anybody sees, me, Warpig, top 10.
So, it's all about this man. In the 38, these guys they're figuring each other out. Now this not on a super speedway where draft isn't everything. These guys are going to have to figure out what they need to do in order to keep the car straight. So Gar had the better pit stop than the 38, and they are green for stage number 2. 3 cautions in the books. Stage 1 in the books. We are now on to stage number 2. Grant, what's lap count? How much fuel we got?
21 and 18.
21 and 18. 3 laps is possible if you can run green here. But we haven't seen them run green for very long, so I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
Oh, they're going to do it this time.
So, you see, Keith is trying to find a way on the outside of Gar, and it's not going to work because you have to duck him behind him. He's going to cut Weir off. Now he's going to try to start working on the inside of Gar, so you can push him up the track, and he's going to do just that. Gar, though, one of the best to do it on the outside. So, Gar's going to have a run down the backstretch. That's going to help him. The 54 is going to hop up, try to get some draft on Keith, maybe get around him. It's not going to happen. Gar is one of the best to do it. We saw him do really well in the entry series race here on last night. He was trying to stay on the lead lap for as long as he could. So, can you do it? Now you see Keith on the bottom of Gar, followed by the 54. The 6 is also following suit. Back to the 8 and the 10 for 5th and 6th. You see the 38th got some help from the 54. The 6 is thinking about it. The 7's going to say, nope, I'm going to stay right here, and you're going to have to work for it if you want it, buddy. And right now they're working for it. The 6 is going to drop in with them. It's going to be 3 on 1. Now it's going to be 2 by 2. Now the 8 and the 10 are still trying to catch theirs with the 1. 38's going to clear him. Now Keith's going to rise up and give help to that 7. Because Weir's going to want to stunt the bottom line, and 6 is going to stay with them. Now Keith's going to have both lanes. He can do whatever he wants with. So that's going to help Keith out as they're coming to the line this time. Oh, there goes the 7. Little tap. Gar's up into the wall again. He's going to lose a lot of spots here. He'll hop in behind the 10. Great job by Gar. You got to keep.
At least there's no third caution.
Well, there's been 3 cautions already. So the 19 and the 20 working together with Critical Rule's owner, a Nat 20, right behind them. We saw the 1 cut through the grass there a little bit, maybe trying to figure something out for later in the race.
Oh, 54 slid up in turn 2. Oh, me and Conky trying to take advantage.
And it's a freight train on the bottom lane. Right now it's going to allow these top 2 to get away a little bit. Right along with Grant Racers, he's trying to get around Weir. Grant up to 4th now. Great job by Grant. There is Weir. Door to door with the 7 for 5th. He's going to have to give that up. He's going to give up 6 to the 16 as well. Now's when he wants to drop in. Gar, who's stuck on the bottom right now. See, like that's what I'm saying. Now they're running like 2 lanes up. And it just doesn't make sense. Oh, Gar got tight underneath the 16. Bumped the 16. 16's going to drop in behind him. This is the top 7 cars. Right along with the 54. See what he's looking at.
I wonder how many laps to go in this stage.
Gar, how many laps? Or Grant, how many laps are left, buddy?
I'll tell you when we hit the line. $13
laps to go.
And 10 on fuel.
So they will have to pit. Grant's going to drop in behind the 54. The 9's going to let the 20 go. There is the 16 of KJ sitting 5th. There is the 1 of Nitro. Don't know what Nitro is trying to do. Maybe he might be trying to save it because 3 laps. You can save 3 laps, but you got to do it the whole run. It's very, very possible. There is the other half of Critical Role, 98 of C's. There's Kevin Stanley Jr., followed the 20. Conky is resurfaced back to 3rd place. The 7 is right behind him. The 16 is right behind him. Oh,
contact. 54's around.
54's around. The 7 got loose. 16 ran into the 7 when the 7 was trying to catch it. See Weston Grant's down on pit road. So that caused the 54 to spin. Single car. 54, she's going to come in this time. Might as well get some damage fixed on that car. We're obviously not happy about it. But unfortunately, it's just a racing incident, you know. There could have a lot of cars coming
into pit now.
A lot of cars coming in. We saw the 61 pull off. There's the 10 coming out. There's the 20. The 16 is in this group front cars. So we know the 38's pitting. I think I heard the 16. I think I heard the 8.
I believe the 1 is as well.
Oh. Alright.
So it sounds like a lot of that front pack should be coming in.
Yep, there's the 38, the 7, the 16, the 1, the 98's still out, the 9's still out, the 8 and the 6. How many laps we got left, Grant?
Should be coming to 7, I think.
7 laps to go. See a lot of cars still on pit road. Maggio, if Maggio can make something happen, he's going to be the one to do it. Conky is also one to do it. We're listening to the engine of the 8 car right now. Trying to really save a little bit. So, I'm nap typed with Hazard just so everybody knows, so I cannot hear him. There's the 8 coming down now. He's going to try to get a lap ahead of the 6. The 6 now has got no issue out back. He just needs to run his race. We saw him pit for no tires at the end of the truck race. So, definitely something to think about. Listening to him, he's going to stay out another lap.
19 going in this time.
Mm-hmm. So, Conky spun coming out of pit road. That's going to hurt his run.
Yup.
7 of Gar. Running as fast as he can possibly run here.
9 up into the wall, cuts down the track. Looks like he's probably going to be pitting this time. Looks like critical roll was in.
Yep, critical roll is in. I saw them off the back of Keith. 19's out. Let me know who cycles around.
I believe it'll be Keith, me, and then Gar.
Because the 6 still is not pitted yet. Oh, 8's up into the wall again. This time looks off the side of the 20. What touched him.
15 is in pit road.
16 is staying on the back bumper of the 7. Trying to stay with him. You say the 6 is on pit road?
15 was.
Okay, yeah. 6, 15. It's the same guy. Maggio.
Okay.
So he's coming out now.
And he is the leader still right now. Three to go. Leader will be coming to 2.
Oh, the 6 is out of fuel.
Ouch.
66 is out of fuel. He is slow in 3 and 4. There goes Keith.
Very slow.
That'll be new leader. Keith Allen Ayers.
2
Guards.
laps to go. That means they can't pit.
Takes 2nd. And I'm in a battle for 4th with KJ.
So is it 2 laps to go?
Yes, 2 this
Okay.
time.
So this
Coming to 1.
So Maggio must pit under the stage brake to negate a black flag at the end of the race. So make sure that is said in chat for him to hear.
I would if I wasn't racing.
Well, just say it under the stage brake.
I'm not wondering. I wonder if Maggio did make it before the caution did come out. I mean, before the leader crossed the finish
There's
line.
no
'Cause
way.
If he entered the pits,
There's no way. Because Keith passed him when he was in the middle of 3 and 4. Because if you're looking on the stream, Keith passed him right here. It might have been closer than I think it is. So that's the end of stage number 2. Keith Allen Ayers going back to back on stages. The old man on the WRL. He's not really the oldest, but we like calling him the old man.
Yep. Gar in second, KJ third, myself in fourth, Annette in fifth, Steez in sixth, Nitro seventh, Turf eighth, anybody ninth, and Warpig was 10th.
So I did not see if Maggio made it to pit road before. So it's going to have to go in the honor system. Just know that just say it for him in chat so he can hear it. If he didn't make it to pit road before Keith took 2. So we'll go in the honor system because I didn't see it. So I'll trust him. I trust Maggio to make the right decision. But it's all about the 38 machine right now for AMR, excuse me. So Keith, not Keith. As we get ready to start stage number 3, Steve, how do you feel about no repeats in the schedule this season?
I think that's a good call.
Yeah, 28 different weeks.
Yep.
27 point events. Check that. Yeah, 20. So there's actually 30 events, 27 point paying events. How do you feel about that?
I like it, actually.
I like there's a lot of variety. The playoffs.
Yeah, more variety, and
we moved
makes the playoffs a little more exciting.
We moved Talladega out of the playoffs, replaced it with Kansas. That's a great race to replace with. We flipped them. So 1 caution in stage number 2. So they're working 4 cautions this race, which is pretty good, I think. You know, someone who I haven't seen. The 39. Is the 39 racing?
No, he was not able to make it tonight.
Okay.
He had some required training that had to be done tonight for real life NASCAR, or otherwise he wouldn't be able to go to the track every week.
Yeah, I know he texted me about missing the truck race. So, will be given last place points tonight due to its work situation and not just a missing to miss situation. As KJ is going to take over leading the race here. So I'm not meaning to toot our own horns here, and I might jinx it. But right now, top 3 spots, 3 different teams, all powered by Fatal Motorsports and Steve Rogers. AMR, Nitro Racing, and Fatal itself. Then followed by the 2 Fords in the field. Critical Role rounding out the top 5, 4th and 5th. What a great run. Regardless if they don't finish there, that's what you got to do. Critical Role, making a name for themselves, switching to the Blue Oval this season. They are doing a phenomenal job. So proud of those boys.
And remember that.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Jay, didn't mean to cut you off there.
It's okay, buddy. Go ahead.
I was about to say, remember that 98 car is the championship winning car last season.
That it is. And you know, we forget Gar won the Daytona race last week.
That's right. Gar showing Fatal that he has potential and wants to belong in the team of Fatal.
Well, I mean, he does belong. He did get to call up. He was supposed to be a reserve this season, but with the rule changes, he was allowed to race more, and he wanted to race more, so we're letting him run on the affiliates in the lower series, and you know, he's doing a phenomenal job at it. And I could be more proud of Gar. I've said Gar's story many times, and that kid, he wants to win. He wants to win. He's the embodiment of what Fatal is. Win or die trying.
And also, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the 22 is making its debut this season.
Yes, the 22 did not run at all last season at all. You know, Maggio was only Ford week in and week out. It's good to see that 22 out on the track again.
Yep. It was a hot seat car.
When was the last time? that 22's been out? Before
I don't even
Daytona.
know.
Anthony Trippi.
Season 1?
It would be Anthony Trippi. Would have been the season, like 2 seasons ago. Before he was parked.
Dash.
Oh, the contact between the 16 and the 7. Following with Maggio. Maggio is trying. Is Maggio still a lap down?
Yes.
Okay. Maggio working to try to get his lap back. Doing everything he can possibly do to try to get that 6 car back within contention. There's 38 of Keith Allen Harris trying to work on the outside of the 2 critical rule cars. Working 4th place right now. And Nat up to 3rd. We would be something to see a Nat 20 win his first race in the WRL. He's winless. He is winless in the WRL.
That would be amazing to see that name A Nat 20 show up and win.
I want to make sure I'm not blowing smoke, but I'm pretty sure he is winless. Because a Nat, he has a championship. He has a for a constructor title last season. So he has a win. Or he has a championship. But
no wins.
But no wins. Gar is checked off from the field a little bit.
And you know, since Maggio is running the 6 car this season, the last time that number has won here in the WRL was actually last season at Mid-Ohio with Godzak, aka Mr. Podium.
Yes, Mr. Podium. He is sitting out this season due to some personal issues. So hopefully we get to see
him on the racetrack soon again.
Yes, hopefully. It'd be nice to see him back. I cannot find a Nat on the wins list, but I know for a fact he is on there because he has a constructor title. So he's on here somewhere. I don't know where he's at.
Formula 1?
It wouldn't be under the Formula 1 stuff. It'd be under the whole driver stats page. There, buddy. I'm trying to find him because now I'm just kind of like, eh. Okay, do it this way. Go to Constructor Titles 1. Matthew Parkhurst, 2. John Cripps, 2. Mike Sr., 1. There he is, a Nat 20. So, correction, a Nat does have 1 win. Where is his windfall? Oh, a Nat 20, he has 2 cup wins. Huh. 2 entry series. No, wait, check that. Wrong thing. He has 1 Busch win. That's what he has. He's 1 Busch win. 1 Busch win.
Where's the track at?
I don't know the track. But he has 1 Busch win and 1 constructor win. So he'd be going for win number 2 if he has a shot here. But so we can see the field's kind of broken off. You see Maggio has finally now got in front of a Nat. Now he's got his sight set on the front 2 as the first round of pit stops start. I think we're got the pit twice in this stage, if not 3 times if you don't run it right. So
we just took 38 to go this time, coming to 37.
So 38
I'm currently sitting on 4 fuel.
So yep, it'll be 1 stop, and then it'll be a 2 stopper to the end. So we'll have 2 stops, 3 unless you mess it up. So. And Nat, he's running 3rd right now because that 6 car, he is a lap down. Turf Tech got in the grass. Weir got in the grass. There's Grant running about 9th.
Can we get an update on how many laps to go there are?
37. Check that 36. 36 laps to go. Or is anybody following his teammate?
Ooh, the 9 cars around on pit road. Or entering pit road.
Somebody missed pit road.
That's Kevin.
Oh, if you're referring to the grass being thrown up, that was me. I got loose.
Kevin Stanley Jr.
So, speaking of Kevin Stanley Jr., I'm looking here. His sponsor is Black Rifle Coffee Company. So, when I started buying their coffee, this is not a paid advertisement, just so everybody knows. I started buying their coffee, and I drink the ever-living crap out of it. It is wonderful coffee. I buy the K-Cup. Holy pit road, we got everybody coming in. Holy goodness. The camera flips around as I'm talking about Black Rifle Coffee Company. Yeah, I drink Freedom Fuel. I support them because some of their benefits, they go to first responders and veterans. So Black Rifle Company, you guys are doing something right. Anyway, back to the action. No, Casey, your 5 car is not out there tonight. I don't know what happened to the 5 car tonight, but he is not here.
That was actually Nate's car.
Oh, it's Killin' Nate.
We moved him to entry.
Yes, Killin' Nate went
an open car now.
Yes, so Killin' Nate got moved down to entry. So it is an open car, just kind of chilling right now. Oh boy. KJ came right back out with these two. Where did KJ come from? Is he a lap down?
He shouldn't be.
Huh. Well, alright then. Because it was just these two. And now KJ's in the picture. Maggio is a lap down. And then there is also... Well, Casey, why don't you go run the 5 car, so it doesn't have to be parked.
Yeah, I'll let you have it, Casey. If you want to run it, take it.
All right, right there. Weston Grant says you want to come run it. You can run it, Case. We're gonna figure out how that worked with the whole reserve hot seat stuff. We'll figure it out. But yeah. Well, KJ is falling off from those two. We know it's Gar. He said maybe next week. We'll see.
All right, buddy. I'll be looking forward to it.
Tell you what, it is nice having the driver stats thing up where I could go look at all the stats for the drivers.
Mm-hmm.
But Gar, he is trying to getting up to that 38. You know. He's trying. There's Maggio getting past the 16 right now. Maggio's trying to get up there, trying to get his lap back the hard way. He knows what's at stake. But right now he's in the catbird seat. Because if there's a caution comes out, he is the free pass car. So that'll put him back on the lead lap. He is just trying to stay where he is. Maybe try to run them down if he can, but there's no point running your stuff up right now.
Leaders just took 30 to go.
30 laps to go. Dirty 30. So there is Warpig running through the trioval right now. I believe that is his teammate, the 20 in front of him. And Nat still mired in this group of cars. We're still working with his teammate. Got the 54 in front of him. Got the 8 behind him. 98. There's a Ford sandwich between a Toyota and a Chevy. All 3 manufacturers being represented in the top 5. Pretty cool to see. We don't see that all too often. Hazard is having some issues with his internet right now. So he's kind of going in and out on my screen.
Yeah,
there's the 61 of Turf Tech. There's 10 Weston Grant running for Fatal tonight.
Yeah, I'm doing something different than most other guys wouldn't think. Actually wanted to, since we have to kind of slow down and wrap the bottom. I'm actually using my clutch there to try to save some fuel.
Yeah.
trying to play a little bit longer game here.
There's anybody in the 20 car. KJ, he's kind of fallen off. I don't know if he tried to take some 2 tires here, maybe run some different strategy than these guys. But his car is super, super slow right now. I don't know if there's something wrong with that 16 machine. That 16 car is like cursed. Like there is something like wrong with that number, and I don't know what it is. But William Moore had no luck in it last season. Year before, when I was hot seating it at times, I had no luck in the 16. Scorpius, the only driver to win in the 16 car. He won at Darlington with some fuel strategy about 2 seasons ago. He was the man with the plan that race. There is Nitro running behind his teammate, Kevin Stanley Jr. C's right in front of his boss, and at 20. All trying to run single file right now. There's Kevin. There's Conkey. He's chilling in the back of this little 4-car pack. Oh, we see C's got the boot scooting boogie from somebody. He lost the draft or he got loose or something. Fell back a good bit away. There is Gar. Keith has separated himself from Gar, so that's the gap. I don't know if Gar got loose coming off corner, but this is what Keith wants. He's trying to get out of that draft. Gar is just sniffing it. One slip up from Gar, it's all gonna be over. Now, when Keith gets around up to turf, he wants to get rid of turf. Oh, never mind. There goes turf. Down pit road. Got it down as quick as you can. So, well, that's going to put the 7 back in draft a little bit. Because I think Keith checked up not to run over Gar, or not to run over the 61 of turf. So, that's going to allow Gar to get a little closer. I think Gar's a little bit better of wrapping the bottom than Keith is. So, you see Keith wash up there, he's going to get a better run coming off the corner of Gar, who stayed down way too low. So right now, this is Keith. 23 laps to go. So you see Gar, he's a little bit better than Keith in 1 and 2. He's got to let it wash up, because if you try to force it, you're going to scrub speed. So what you want to do is you want to let it rise by itself, but don't rise into the wall. There, that's what KJ's down pit road. That's what I'm talking about right there. You saw how Gar got right down to that white line, and he hooked it the whole way through 3 and 4 in the run that he gets. Now you see Keith, he's going down there trying to get something. These drivers, they're trying to find anything to get an inch on the other one. Now Gar, he has drafted Keith. This is not what Keith wanted to see. He doesn't want to see 2 cars racing in front of him either, because he knows that is going to slow him down enough where Gar is going to get back to him. Meanwhile, out back, the 6 is staying about stationary away from these 2. So again, he's still running what he needs to do in this race. He needs to stay right there, and he needs to dispatch any lap cars that get lapped by these 2 in a hurry in case that yellow does fly. So you're watching Keith now. Keith got a little lower than Gar there. Keith's rising a little bit before, and that's the difference maker. He's letting it rise up over that little hill while Gar is wrapping it down low, and he can't wrap it down low that late. He needs to let the car settle. He needs to let it rise. And right there, Keith stayed a little too high, and Gar's letting it rise perfect coming out on the backstretch. I think Gar's a little better in 1 and 2, and I think Keith's better in 3 and 4. I think is what it is. And these cars, they aren't handling very well. And there goes Gar. Right back down to where he needed to be. He's going to let it rise again. That's what he needs to do to catch Keith. He's going to let it slide out. Get the fresh air up on the grill. Now he's got the... Now they got their... Now, these 2 cars are coming up on. They are Gar's teammates. And they're corporate teammates to Keith. Got this 61 slow on the backstretch. I wonder if he's out of fuel. Oh, there's the 16. He's back. Lead lap. He's going to go get 38 in the 7. He's going to get his lap back here.
He's
I'm
coming
coming
in.
off pit road. The 8 is in pit road.
Yep. A lot of cars coming down. That's going to give the lead to... I believe that's going to give the lead to the 54 of Weir.
Yep, right now it is the 54.
He's going to come out on the outside of Grant. He's going to clear Grant. Grant's got one more coming up. Nat singling, he's coming down to pit road. That's the one thing I love about this, is that the drivers, they don't have to talk in Discord. They just signal. There you go. You see Weir. You see the 22. 22 trying to gain some ground on Weir. Good job on Weir. Weir was a little slow coming in. Good stuff on him. Got the 20 and the 19 coming in. Ward Pig was a little wild coming in there. There's 16. There's C's. Kevin Stanley Jr. spun down in turn one.
He's having a terrible night.
He's having a terrible week. Texas has not been kind to him. There's Conkey. Texas has not been kind to Kevin Stanley Jr. as he's stuck stationary down in 1 and 2. There's a whole slew of cars coming out. Maggio did sneak onto pit road there. Gar's coming around his team owner, Christian Schoberg. Diving down the hoop. He was cycled to be the leader.
If everyone has cycled, it's Keith.
All right, well, there you go. Big gap formed between the 38 and the 7. Keith, a lot better on pit road, on and off, than Gar. Gar's probably getting a little frustrated with his team, with his pit crew here, but, you know, Gar, he's going to do everything in his power. How many laps we got left?
Leaders will be coming to 15 to go.
15 more good ones. They can make it from here. It's a sprint to the end. Yeah, Mountaineer, you're totally right. The 38, it was beautiful. It's pit road. It was pit road, that's all it was. You see Kevin Stanley Jr. slow still on the backstretch going into 3 and 4 now. Keith, he just better. Beautiful pit road entry by Keith and exit. Exactly what he needed to do. Gar might be a little quicker, I think, than Keith. KJ's on the off strategy. I don't know if that's going to end up working out for him. Sees the under fire, trying to get around Weir, and he's got his team.
I don't think it is going to work for KJ, because me and him both did something a little bit different. He's in 8th and I'm in 9th.
Yep. The 54 just got around the 98. The 22 is following suit. Or 98, or yeah, 22 is following suit. 98's going to drop in. Kevin Stanley Jr. He is out of fuel, finally getting around. He can see pit road. It's in front of him. He's wiggling the car back and forth, trying to get as much as he can out of it. There you go. He hit the pit road. There's Conkey following his teammate, Weston Grant. There is Gar. He's looking. The 38 is within his grasp, and he knows it. He just needs a little bit of help, and I think he's a little quicker than Keith right now. And I think Keith's maybe trying to run and be a little conservative. Gar knows he messed up. Pit stop didn't help him. He's trying to get there. He's wheeling and dealing. He's using all the rubber on that car. He's using every ounce of grip and every ounce of track that he can find to try to get there. Meanwhile, behind them, Christian Schoberg has gone a lap down, and Maggio's trying to get up to him and getting around him in case the late caution does happen. Because that would be amazing for Maggio if that does happen. Meanwhile, it's all about this man, Keith Allen Ayers. Coming around. How many laps we got left, Grant? Oh, we wait on a lap count.
My bad. Leaders are coming in 9.
9 laps to go for the Keith Allen Airs. You see the 19 and the 20. Getting a little closer, maybe a little battle there. 22 is trying to work on the 54 here. Trying to get on that. The 98 is going. They're going for the 3rd place here. The final interview of the night. This is the battle on the track right now. Coming to 8 laps to go. And that's just going to sit here. I think he's not going to really try to force anything quite yet. There's still a lot of time. Try to get around him. There's no point in forcing it. He's just gonna kind of sit there and be in his mirror, be a blob. Right in that mirror, you see Nitro trying to defend on Maggio right ahead of them for the first car 1 lap down. But if they battle too much, they're both gonna lose it because Keith will. There's another car just ahead of Keith. So Maggio's got to get going in a hurry. 7 laps to go. And that's trying to set up the 54. I think he realizes when he catches their draft. Oh! Nitro into the wall hard. Nitro's going to go high. Let these guys go. That's veteran move by Nitro. Exactly what needs to happen. 6 laps to go for the leaders. The 22. This is the battle on the track right now. The 22 and the 54. Ford versus Toyota for the runner-up for the third spot. Not runner-up, 3rd spot. So the 54 should be sniffing the 6's draft here momentarily. And that's going to make these two go really quick. So the 22 is going to suck up to him. Maggio, you see what Maggio's doing. 5 laps to go here at Texas. So you see, and now it's starting to be go time for a Nat. He's going to start trying to go high and try to cut off the back corner. Oh, he's going to get tight. Keep her off the wall on that. Good save, good save. He's still within draft, so it's not too big of a deal. 4 laps to go. Again, this is the battle on the track. The 3rd spot. So Anat's backed off a lot, but he's probably lost the draft here. 4 laps to go. So with the 6 staying in front of the 54, that's going to try to slow the 54 down a little bit. So that might be what Anat needs. They're coming to 2 laps to go. Correct, Grant?
Yes.
All right, taking 2 laps to go. I think
3 to go. My bad.
3 to go. So I think that's going to be all she wrote for Anat in this battle. But hey, strong performance by Critical Role. You know what? We'll get a Nat in here for a 4th place interview tonight. Strong performance, best performance.
Definitely deserves it.
Best performance. I think if there was driver of the race, today would go to a Nat 20. He, you know, honestly, we might start doing that. Driver of the day. Well, I think we're gonna start doing that. So I think a Nat 20 deserves driver of the day today. Phenomenal drive by him. 2 laps to go. We're gonna go back to our leader, see how he's doing. Where's Keith at?
White flag is out. Brought to you by the Revved Up Podcast.
And there he is. Gar is nowhere. He's got no pressure all around. He's just got to make it back around through 3 and 4 for the final time. Or backstretch, then 3 and 4 for the final time. Halfway down the backstretch. He's got no pressure. He's out of
Gar's out of fuel.
Keith's out of fuel.
So is Gar.
Oh no. That's going to put Weir in the catbird seat.
Who's going to get it? Weird's going to win it.
Did Weir win the race?
Weir won it.
Weir won the race. First time NASCAR, second time NASCAR winner. Won at Martinsville 1 year ago. 1 season ago, I should say. Well, how about that? And Nat 20 does get an interview today. Well, I'll be danged. So your top three
and I'm
are.
Gonna coast it for 8th.
Your top three are.
Weir, Nat, and Keith.
Weir.
Followed by Warpig, anybody. Gar in 6, Conky, me, C's, Maggio, top 10.
Wow.
Wow. What a finish.
What a finish. Surprise winner Weir. Getting the job done here at Texas. Surprise, surprise. We get our top three in here for interviews. Can't believe it. It was Keith's race to lose. Pit strategy biffed him on another one.
Wow.
I feel for the guy. He had the race won. He's going to be upset.
Yeah.
You know he's going to be upset. We know he's going to be upset. But pit strategy.
But hey, I mean, still 2 top 3 podium spots for Mr. NASCAR.
Yeah.
Still can't be ashamed of that.
No, cannot be ashamed. We're going to get fast lap here, then we'll jump into interviews. Get this over with. It is 9:30. Jade's ready to be done. We've been going at this since 6:50. Tuesday nights are the longest night in the WRL. I don't know whose bright idea it was to put 2 races in one night, but Jade might want to slap him. A Nat 20 fast lap, 29.592.
29.592. Wow.
Driver of the day, a Nat 20. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. A Nat 20 came out and did what he was supposed to do. Got the fast lap, finished second. Almost had the win. We're gonna see what we're gonna get ready to talk to our 3 podium drivers tonight, starting with the 38 of AMR co-owner Keith Allen Ayers. Keith, you hear me, buddy?
Yep, I'm here.
Bud, domination. Domination, domination, domination. You had it, won the stages, maxed out points there, came home third, ran out going into 3. What was going through your mind in that last lap?
I thought I had it covered, but I didn't save when I came out of the pits, and yeah, just got careless, and the car sputtered coming off of turn 2, and I just didn't have enough momentum to come back around, and the 54 and the 22 blew by me, and I threw it away.
Oh man, you know you can't be upset. You know, you led a lot of laps today. You're putting AMR on the map. Yes, like KAI was a very well-known team, but you know, bringing William Moore on with you this season, and then renewing your alliance for 2023 with Fatal. You know, you're putting AMR on the map. Their strong performance tonight. You guys are all very quick.
Of the 6 stages we've already won this season, AMR's won 3 of them.
Well, hey, there you go. You know, the next thing for you guys is a win. And,
I would have had it tonight if not for me running out of fuel, but nothing I can do about it.
Bygones are bygones, buddy. It's racing. Today just wasn't your day. You'll come. You remember last season it took you to playoffs and you ripped off 2 wins?
I ripped off 2 wins in a row, I think it was.
Yeah, 2 wins in a row. So hey, it'll come, and that's the beauty of this point system. Wins don't mean diddly squat. So, with that being said, congratulations on 3rd place. You came up just a little short, but hey, you can't complain about 3rd place.
I'll take it. I finished 3rd tonight in the truck race. I finished 3rd tonight in the Busch race. I mean, I had a down in a car, but just lost track of my fuel and it bit me, so that's all I can say. But yeah, I'll gladly take a 3rd, and I think I proved tonight that AMR is here to win, to be a winning team.
AMR is going to be a winning team. It's coming next week. Well, we will see you tomorrow night here to run the 48 machine here at Texas. And next week we will see you at beautiful Phoenix. So best of luck tomorrow night, and congrats on third place, buddy.
Thanks.
Moving on to second place, the driver of the 22 machine for Critical Role Racing, his own team, a Nat 20, and Texas, the Busch Series race at Texas's driver of the day.
Ooh.
Nat, you had fastest lap as well. You had a quiet day, then all of a sudden there's a Nat 20, there is C's, the two lone Fords running in the top 5. What does this performance mean for you today?
Oh man, I really needed this after a pretty stale and depressing off season where a lot of our hopes kind of got they fell through, plans didn't work, and then last week was Daytona. Came in here tonight, and just as much as I want to get podiums, I want to put on a show, and I feel like I did both today. I don't know if you caught all the action, but I was battling with Weir for probably about 10 laps, and then I just got aero tight off at 2, and that's what cost me a chance to win there. But I had a lot of fun battling him, and on stage 3, the first pit stop, I hit the apron coming in and drifted it. I almost totaled the car, but I saved it and only lost about a second. That was a lot of fun, but really stressful. And, I'm just glad to be back in the podium, At one point, we were going to raise this effing Ford flag, but not tonight.
Not tonight. Hey, it'll come, with the big split from Fatal this season, and you go into Fords. As I said when I was talking about it to other drivers and admins in the team, I said, there's no hard feelings. You came in under Fatal, and I felt you learned a little bit. You went and did your own thing, and then I knew it was coming. You wanted to do your thing, and I was more than happy for you with the big split.
I had a lot of fun with you, and even off the track, we still have a good time. It's just I had a lot of my boys coming in from other league, and they're still planning on coming back. I think Godzak will be back. I know Fergie will be back. Steph should be here in a few weeks, but with them all coming up, I kind of wanted to race with them, and it's working out.
It's working out,
tonight, as you saw, and we're all still rusty. I freaking love Texas. This is a demanding track, and it certainly was tonight. For him to be there, he just pit a lap early, had to try to save it at the end. Otherwise, I know he would have been right up there with us, probably fighting for the win.
Yeah, you guys put on one heck of a show. I followed you the last 10 laps or so. I was watching that battle with you and Weir. It was you guys were putting on one heck of a battle.
I just couldn't get it.
Yeah, trust me, I was saying everything you were doing as you were doing it. Before you were doing it, I was saying what you were going to do. So you did a fantastic job to put this 22 car on the podium. Regardless of if you finished in the top 3 or not, we were still going to give you an interview for being driver of the day. So, but you got it done. The Double Deuce finishes second here at Texas.
Right.
Congratulations, buddy, and we'll see you tomorrow night here. And moving on to our race winner. Didn't think he was going to win it. Thought Keith had it. But surprise, surprise, we see Weir Savage Jr. winning his 4th race of the week. After winning all 3 races on
World of Outlaws.
Sunday night, World of Outlaws. Weir, how do you feel about taking it in the last corner? Yeah, you and Keith, we saw you all night. We saw you had a little bit of issue there, but you bounced back. You were finishing to come home 3rd, but you ended up getting the dub here at Texas. What does this mean for your confidence moving forward to other races in the season? And what does it mean for you to get that 2nd win here in the Busch Series? Oh, Weir. We can't hear you in the stream, buddy. Thank you, Mountaineer. Appreciate that, buddy. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just didn't want you to talk the whole thing, and then we couldn't hear you, buddy. Give Mountaineer a second. Or here, I can put the volume up.
Let's just say I can do that too.
Give Mountaineer a second. Alright, Weir, say something else, buddy.
Let's just say I can do that too.
Give Mountaineer a second. Alright, Weir, say something else, buddy.
Let's just say I can do that too.
No. I still can't hear you.
Yeah, you can change that real quick.
Yeah, change that in your party settings real quick. The winning interview is coming, everybody. Don't worry. We are gonna talk to Weir.
So go to your home screen, and then go up to party, and then you should see party settings or party audio settings, something like that.
Voice allowed. Yep, I got it.
Yep.
All right.
We should be able to hear him now.
Yeah, you should.
All right.
Mountaineer, sorry, that was my bad because I was playing it through a computer and it was just echoing off mine.
Yep. All right. We can hear him now. I just heard him in the stream. So, go ahead and finish your answer for the question I asked you, buddy.
Yeah, it definitely boosts my confidence. Actually, Texas is one of my home tracks. It's only 3.5 hours away, and it was a home track for Grant too. But Grant had a great car all night. I thought he was doing very good. But how would I want to say it? This is only my 6th race here in this WRL, and I don't know how long I'm gonna stay here, but shit, I'm out of words. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I know.
The excitement from the win kind of changes it.
It shocks me.
Yeah, it's personally, I actually really like you, Weir. But I don't. Sometimes drivers feel that I don't like them. And I do like them. I'm just hard on people because I expect everyone to be a certain way. But I love you, man. Right now you're making everyone kind of scratch their head over at World of Outlaw, and it's frustrating everybody, but it's making them better, and that's the important thing. That's what I want. I want competition. I want drivers scratching their heads. I want teams trying to figure out what the hell they're gonna do to beat the other team. And right now, that's what you're doing for D4C. You were there all night long, getting ready, in case something happened. We were talking about the late caution for Maggio. We didn't think Keith and Gar were going to run out of fuel coming into 3. So.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. All of a sudden, driving into 3, I'm sitting behind both of them. All of a sudden, on the backstretch, Gar's almost completely stops, and then all of a sudden, Keith is doing the same. I'm like, oh, they're out of fuel!
Yeah, all night in that 3rd stage, they were pitting a lap before all of our Toyotas, so we had a great shot there. We knew, so that was our pit strategies going into 3rd stage.
Yeah, y'all had 3 Toyotas in the top 5
at one point. Yeah, you guys.
No, I mean for finishing.
We actually finished
really?
It.
3 in the top 5.
Yeah. 3 in the top 5. Well, there you go. The Toyotas, man, they are making a name. They waited till about Sonoma last season to start kicking everyone's rear end. This year they're starting early. Because we saw that last week with Turf. I had to make that comment. But congratulations, Weir. Like I said, I hope you're here for a while. So.
Yep.
Yeah, would love for you to stick around, Weir.
So right now,
all the people I got to thank is Sports Clips and Dash for being a great T-Motor, baby. DC, baby, wow!
There you hear it. D4C cashing in their first win of the season in the NASCAR side of things. So that brings the total wins for everybody. We have D for C at 2. Check that. That's 2 wins for D for C this season in the NASCAR side of things.
Actually, one of those is night racing. Thank you, sir.
Oh, that's right. Turf doesn't run for D for C. So, right, the stalemate across the board for everybody. Right? No, I don't even know. We'll figure it out later for tomorrow night, and we'll put it out there. What I think we're gonna do is we're gonna start like an owners' cup or something like that. Okay, and we're gonna keep track of how many teams score which wins in what series. So that way, at the end of the season, we can say, hey, this team was the best statistically for all the series. So, with that being said, we're gonna get the stream out of here. Congratulations on the win, buddy. Well deserved, well fought. Congratulations, you deserved it.
Thank you there.
Yep, way to go. Get it for us Texans, buddy.
And so, Steve, you have any final thoughts?
Just a great race. Good finish. I did not expect that finish, so congratulations to Weir in the top 3.
Yeah, it was kind of a little mind-boggling at the end for everything not to pan out in the 38's favor, but hey, that's racing. It happens to everybody. D for C, they are clicking all cylinders early here at Texas. So tomorrow night, join us back again at Texas Motor Speedway for the Lone Star 500 here on the Worldwide Racing League Network. And then on Thursday night, we have decided to postpone F1. So we will not be racing in the land of anime, aka Japan. So that will be postponed to next week, as the NASCAR duels are on Thursday night, followed by...
As well as some iRacing Road to Pro for some others.
Yes! Road to Pro starts Thursday night, baby! Fatal Motorsports is making their iRacing full debut as a full team, so it's going to be real interesting. We'll have that up somewhere for everybody to watch if they're interested. Then Friday night, we hit week 2 of GTA the Triple S Series, the Super Stock Showdown Series. Really should be quadruple S, but we call it Triple S because it sounds better. We will be hitting up Torta Beach Grand Prix, the Vinewood 502, Mosh Pit, Zero Stadium, and Disney World Speedways on Friday night. Then Saturday night, we go to the Outlaw Racing Series. We hit Dry Town Desert Circuit, Kingston Raceway, the Figure 8, Torsedalen Circuit, Fire Rock Raceway, Mazda Motor Center, and the Glendale Countryside for the Derby on Saturday night. And Sunday, World of Outlaws. Beanie, quit pulling my thing. We are going to Charlotte. Check that. This is week 3. Week 4, we're going to Texas. 5 races in Texas this week. Durango Park, and then my personal favorite, I-19. So, Grant, you want to take us away here after I've done the schedule for the next 5 days?
I'm back,
Yes.
Jade.
Also, make sure you tune in for the Revved Up podcast Saturdays right before Wreckfest. And with that being said, I guess since Hazard's here, you want to send it out, buddy?
Yep. Thank you all so much for watching the Xfinity race. And for Jade Burr, Weston Grant, I am Hazard County. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for the Cup race.